Hello, I'm Amber and I'm the dance development artist for Company Chameleon, a dance company based in Manchester. I'd like to say a huge hello to any of our Saturday Sessions participants that are joining us today and to anyone who joined me last week for our first session. And a big hello to any new people that are joining us today. It's great to have you, and if you feel like doing last week's class, then please do so as well. So today, in today's session, we're going to be joined by company dancer Juliana, who is going to do the first half of the session. So she's going to take you through a fun game and also a warm-up, and then she's going to pass on to me, and I'm going to go through a phrase of movement with you and finish with a creative task. So today's session has a little bit of a theme, and we are going to be looking at the theme of superheroes. Firstly, because I think they're so cool and I always wish I could have superpowers, but also because we have some amazing superheroes who are walking the streets at the minute, such as all those amazing people who are working in hospitals, nurses, doctors. We have all the people who are fighting fires, policemen, and even the people that are still working in the shops at the minute. So I think they are also superheroes. So today's session is going to be dedicated to them. So now I'm going to pass on to Juliana, but before I do so, please make sure that you're wearing something comfortable to dance in and that anything you might trip over has been put to the side. I hope you have fun and I'll see you soon.
Hey guys, my name's Juliana and I'm really looking forward to dancing with you today. I've worked with some of you, so it's so wonderful to have you with us today. And for those of you who I've never worked with, good on you for joining in with us today. It's going to be a lot of fun. The first thing we're going to do is something I know you guys are going to enjoy. We are going to play a game, so grab some space and I'll meet you there. Okay guys, so this game is all about, drum roll, superheroes. This game is about superheroes, so we're going to have 7 different superheroes, and whenever I say a superhero's name, we're going to do an action that corresponds with that superhero. So our first superhero is called Flash. So for Flash, I'm going to have you run in place as fast as you can. Shall we try it? 1, 2, 3, go! Excellent! So that's our first superhero. Our second superhero is going to be Frozone. Now Frozone, we're going to do a movement that feels like we're turning into ice, like we're becoming frozen. So it feels like our movement is becoming icy. So it's very isolated. So our first superhero was Flash, right? We're running in place. Our second one is Frozone, where our movement becomes very sharp, like we're turning into jagged ice cubes. Our third superhero is Catwoman. So we're going to come down to the floor and we're going to crawl. We're going to make sure our knees do not touch the floor. So we really have to hold in our core, engage our stomach muscles. So let's give it a try. Come down with me and let's give it a try. We're just going to crawl on the floor, front, backwards, side, keeping our knees up. Excellent. I bet you guys look like ferocious cats. Now, our next superhero, Superman. So we're going to be Superman, jumping as high and as far as you can, still being safe in your space, like we're jumping from building to building. Are you ready? Let's give it a go. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. So let's recap so we don't forget. So our first superhero was Flash. We'll run in place as fast as we can. Our next superhero was Frozone, becoming as frozen and icy in our movement as we can. Our next one was Catwoman. We go down to the floor and we crawl, keeping our knees elevated. Our next one was Superman, jumping as high and as far as we can, as if we're jumping from building to building, like Superman does. Our next superhero is going to be the Hulk. Now, if you know Hulk, he's very, very strong. So what we're going to do when I say Hulk is we're going to jump out and we're going to do 3 squats. So 1, 2, and our last one, 3. We're going to open up our arms like we're the strongest people in the world. Our next one is Spider-Man. And you know how Spider-Man can crawl up walls? Well, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to pretend that our floor is actually a wall. So we're going to come down. Let's try this all together. Come down, and we're going to crawl on our floor, pretending we're crawling up a wall. Let's give it a go. Crawling up. Like Spider-Man. And our last superhero is going to be Mrs. Incredible. Now, I'm sure some of you have seen the film The Incredibles. And Mrs. Incredible, now her superpower is that she can become very long and stretched, and she's very flexible. So when I say Mrs. Incredible, we are going to become as flexible and as stretched out as we can. So let's try this all together. And it's going to be your own movement, being as stretched out and flexible as you can. Ready? Let's give it a go. 1, 2, 3. In your own space. Excellent. So those are our 7 different superheroes. Let's go back all together now. Make sure we know the superheroes and their actions. And then I'm going to put some really cool music on and we're going to try it. So our first one is, our first one is Flash, running as fast as we can. Our second one is Frozone. You can try this with me. Our next one is Catwoman, coming down to the floor, and we're going to crawl like Catwoman. Our next one is Superman, jumping as high as we can. Our next one is Hulk. 3 big squats. 1, 2, 3, nice and strong. Excellent. Our next one is Spider-Man. So we're going to come down to the floor and crawl up the wall. Here we go. And our very last one is Mrs. Incredible. Nice and stretched out and flexible. Here we go. Give it a try. Nice and flexible. Really long. Amazing job, you guys. I feel like you are really ready to give it a try with music. All right, here we go. Are you ready? Flash, let's go. Frozone. Catwoman. Superman. The Hulk. Nice and strong. Spider-Man. Mrs. Incredible. Nice and flexible. Nice and long. Amazing, you guys. Amazing job. Now, I'm going to yell out the superheroes' names, but in out of order. So you're going to really put your thinking cap on and remember each of the characters. Okay, let's go. Catwoman. Frozone. Hulk. That's right. Flash. Mist is incredible. Superman. Spider-Man. Frozone. Hulk. Spider-Man. Flash. Mrs. Incredible. Catwoman. And Superman. Amazing job, you guys. Excellent job, you guys. I feel like you were doing a wonderful job of embodying all those different superheroes. So hopefully you're sweating a little bit, your body's feeling a bit warmer. I'm going to lead us through a little warm-up so we'll be ready to dance with Amber. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to shrug our shoulders 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Easy. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take one arm and shake it out 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to do the same thing to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to shake our head no. We're going to go right, left, right, left. And then we're going to do the same thing, saying yes. Down, up, down, up. Excellent. From here, we're going to take a big stretch. We're going to take a big stretch of the right arm all the way to the side, all the way forward, and we're just going to bounce, 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 bounce to stand up. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So I've taken my feet out a bit wider so I'm more stable. Taking my other arm, big reach over my head, coming forward, bounce, 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 all the way up. From here, I'm going to reach to the sky like I'm trying to really touch the clouds. Then I fall. Again, reaching really high. Then I fall. We're going to shoot out to a plank position using our arms to walk us out, making sure that we are in a really good alignment so our body is in a straight line. So we go, coming all the way back, coming all the way back. Now we're going to walk our arms behind us, and we're going to be this, I call this the crab. So we're going to take a walk here. We're going to go forward, and we're going to go back, and then we're going to just drop our bottoms on the floor, extend the legs, and we're going to reach our arms all the way up again, and bring it forward. Nice stretch. Relax your head, and just really feel that stretch behind your legs. Remembering to breathe. That will help your muscles stretch and relax. From here, we're going to cross our legs. Again, we're going to reach all the way over one side, coming to touch the floor in front of us, coming to touch the other side, and we're going to go back the same way we just were. Side, forward, side, up. We're going to close our legs. We're going to push ourselves with our hands back onto our feet, and we're going to go into a downward dog. So we're going to walk our hands in front of us and let our bottoms go to the ceiling. So I'll show you from the side. It looks like this. We're going to bend our knees like that. And we're going to walk our hands back to our feet. And we're going to roll all the way up. So for this very last part, we're going to go rock like we're running in slow motion. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to have a jump. Jump, 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 jump. Again. 1. Running in slow motion. 2, 3, 4. Like we're trying to kick something. Kick, 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 kick. Yeah? We're just going to do that a few times. I'm going to do this whole thing right here with you. So if you forget what's happening, just look at the screen and I'm going to be right there with you. Are you guys ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, shoulder run. 1, 5, 6, now with the arm. Other arm. Now looking down. Up, down, up. We're going to take one arm, reach it all the way over, and then to the center, and bounce it up. Other arm, all the way over, bring it forward, and bounce it up. And we're going to reach the ceiling, across. Reach one more time. And drop. Walking our hands out. So place it in. Going back. One more time. Let's find our crab position. Take a few walks forward. Take a few walks back. Let's let your bottom go on the floor. Extend the legs. And forward. Bring your legs across. You're going to reach the arm up above. Forward. Side. And going back to where we just were. Side. Forward. Downward dog. Bending one knee and the other knee. Walking our hands back to our feet. Last part, okay? We're going to be slow motion running. Ready? 5, 6, 7, slow motion running. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to kick something. 5, 6, 7. Again. And one more time. Last time, guys. Excellent work, you guys. I don't know about you, but I'm a little bit sweaty from all of that activity, so I hope you're warmed up and ready to dance. I'm going to hand it over to Amber, where you're going to continue to learn some stuff. Bye, guys.
Okay, so now hopefully you are feeling super warm and energized thanks to Juliana's warm-up, meaning we can now crack on and learn our superhero phrase of movement. So jump up and find a space, and what we're actually going to do is start facing the back. So I'm facing this back corner, so you'll be in that back corner back there, so on the same side as me. Great, so what we're going to do first is we're going to take a big step using our leg which is nearest the front. So I take a big step and that turns me round to face the front, and then I pick up my front knee. So let's go back. We step, pick up the front knee, and I'm going to place my hands on my knee like this, and my hands are like this. So I'll show you the next bit and then you can have a go. So I go step, knee, I push it down, and that sends me into a ducked squat position. So, facing the back, we step, we pick up the knee, we push it down, and that sends us into our tucked down position. From here, we are going to put our back hand on the floor, and we're going to do almost like a scuttle movement round our hand. So this hand goes on the floor a little bit further away from our leg, and we run round our hand like so. Shall we link those two movements together? So we are facing the back, we step, we pick up the knee, we throw it down, and we're ducked. Our hand goes on the floor, and we are going to run around our hand. From here, we stand up, we pick up our front knee again, and we're going to bring our top arm just above our eyes. So we're actually got a nice right angle here and a nice right angle here. So that's after we've just run around, we pick up our front arm and front leg. They go up, and then it's going to go back behind us, and we're going to imagine that we're looking out for danger. So we're going to go round the front and scan all the way around our room like we're looking out for danger. Great, let's go from the beginning. We're facing the back corner. We take our step, pick it up, throw it down, duck. Hand, da 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 da. We pick up, go back, look for danger. Great. From here, we're going to point using our front hand, and I'd really like you to imagine that you've seen something, like you're a villain that you're ready to fight in a battle. So we're looking around for danger, so you can see it in your eyes, and then I want you to find that person and really stare them out. You point with that front finger, and then we're going to go towards them. A bit like those Hulk squats that you did with Juliana. We suck everything in and go into a big squat like this. Let's just try that bit together. So we've picked up our front arm and leg. It goes back, we look for danger, we point, and we go wah, like we're getting ready for this battle. Brilliant. From here, we're going to imagine that we're putting on our cape, our superhero cape. So our arms are going to open out in a big circle like this, and I want you to have them really stretched out as far as you can. No tiny circles. I want huge big circles like we're whipping on our cape, and at the same time we're going to go into a little bit of a back bend, and our head is going to look up to the ceiling. So we're down here in our squat. We're going to go to this side first. When we go, putting on our cape. Brilliant. Hopefully you've made it back to here, and I'll just add on the next move, and then we'll go back from the beginning. From here, we're going to take 2 big steps back, like we're ready for action, and we are ready to fight the villain. Let's rewind back from the beginning. So, in the back corner, we take a step, we bring up our knee, throw it down, duck down. We scuttle round to the front. We pick up our front knee and arm, we scan the area. We point, we suck everything in, we put on our cape, and then we jump back, ready. Let's do that one more time. So we're here. Let's do it a little bit faster as well. Are you ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, step, put it down, duck and crawl. And standing up to look, point, bring it in, cape, and back. Great, let's carry on. From here, give this hand a wave, so your opposite hand to me is going to go into a fist, and it's going to punch to this side. But using our other hand, this is going to act like a shield. So we're punching, but we're also shielding ourselves. So it goes punch, then we open back out with 2 fists, and then we go back. So it's 3 punch moves. So we go punch across, out, punch across. But it's a little bit faster, so let's try a little bit of speed. Are you ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, punch, punch. Great, one more time. 5, 6, 7, 8, and punch, punch. Excellent, let's carry on. From here, we're going to open up. This hand goes up and round, but at the same time, we're going to do a huge superhero karate kick. So we're here, this hand comes up, and our leg does a big wha. And if you want to make a noise at the same time, then be my guest. So here we're going to go wha and down. Yeah, let's go from putting on our cape. So we're putting on our cape, we go back, we're ready to go punch, out, punch, kick, down. One more time that bit. Ready? 5, 6, 7, we put on our cape, we're going back to go, pa, 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 and yeah, and down. Great. Should we add that on right from the beginning? We can just mark this one just so it's in your head. So we go, step, pick it up, put it down, duck, hand, crawl, picking it up to look, point, bring it in, we do our cape, we step it back because we're ready to go punch, 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 hi-ya, down. Great, give your legs a little shake, take a breath in. It's quite a lot of energy this one, because we've got lots of dynamic movements in it. Great, carrying on. From here, we've just done our big hi-ya kick. We're going to imagine that we have to quickly duck down and curl into a ball on the floor so that we avoid getting hit with bear kicks. So we're here, we are going to bring our back leg in to a little crouch position, and then we're going to go wah on the side. And if you do want to do that with a little bit of almost like you got yeah, like you're ducking down, so lots of energy in that duck. Let's rewind. We've gone punch, 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 kick, down, we bring it in to hide. We've avoided that kick, so from here we're going to sit up, and we should be facing the side with our feet on the floor, just in the seated position. But we don't stay here very long because we're going to have to duck again. So our head is going to go towards the back like this, and we're going to put our hands down on the floor. And as you do so, you roll on your belly, your feet come up, and then we're back to where we started. Have a little go at figuring that one out for yourself. and I'll do it again, and I'll explain it another time. So we're sat here, we've just gone duck, bum. Our hands go to the back, we roll on our belly, and we're back to our seated position. There's not much more left, so I'm going to add on. From here, you've got two options. Option one, if you're feeling like stretchy, like Mrs. Incredible, you place your feet flat on the floor and you're going to push up like this with your hand until you're able to stand up. So I'll show you. You're here and you go, whoosh, and you're able to stand up. That's option one. Feel free to have a go. Option two, we're here. We go in and up. So it's broken into two movements. I'll give you a little bit of time now to figure out which one you want to do. So we've just finished. Here, sat up. We roll to the back. And then you've got option one, stretch. Option two, boom, boom. Have a little go. I'm going to go for the push-up. So, excellent. You can always go back and decide later if you're not sure which one you want to do yet, or simply pause the video, up to you. Let's go from the beginning, nice and slowly, just for our brains, and then I'll add on the very last section. So, we're facing the back. We go step, boom, pa, and down, hand, growling ground to look, all the way round and point, bring it in, cape, and back to go punch, and kick, down, we duck, we sit up, we roll, and we stand up. Excellent. So we've just stood up. From here, we're going to find a way to face the front. So I'm going to bring my back leg round. So we're in this nice squat position. So we're facing the side. We've just pushed up or jumped up, and I bring this leg to the side, and we're going to go into a nice lunge like this, almost as if our opponent is facing us. So we go change, change, change. So that's hand up, both hands are reaching, reach, reach. From here, we put both hands down on the floor to this side, flat on the floor, and we do a little baby handstand. So we place our hands flat, really nice and firm, and we just go like so. Have a little go. Great. So that comes in, we've just pushed up, we bring our leg to the front, we go 1, 2, 3, hands, feet, and down. From here, last little bit, we stand up, we imagine that we've got our shield, it opens round, and we're going to do a huge tuck jump like this. And then when we land, that causes a ripple earthquake across everywhere that we're stood. I'm sure you can all imagine that. I'll explain that another time. So we've got our hands down, we've gone kick, kick, we stand up, we get our shield, we open it to the front, run round, feet together, boom. And that is the end. We've managed to fight the victory and win. Excellent. Let's go right from the beginning, and then you can either have another look by rewinding the video, or you can do it with me with some music. Let's go back to the top. So we go step in, down, and hand around to pick up and look, point, and in. We go round to go back and ready. We go punch, punch, punch. We go in, sit up, duck, around to stretch, up, coming round, round, round. Hands, feet to go round. And amazing. That is a really dynamic and active routine. So if you do need to go over it a couple more times before we do it with some music, please go for it. If not, I'm going to do it with some music now. Great job. Great, so hopefully you enjoyed learning that superhero dance, and please feel free to do it as many times as you want. You might even want to show your parents what you've been doing in today's session. But we're not finished yet. The last little bit of today's session is going to be a little creative task where we make up our own superhero solo. So the first thing that I need you to do is think what your superpower is. You could either choose an existing superhero, and maybe that's who you become in your solo. So you might want to be Spider-Man, you might want to be Mrs. Incredible with those stretchy arms, or maybe you'll pick a new superhero such as being able to turn invisible or something like that. Or the third option that you can do is you could be one of our everyday superheroes that I was talking about at the beginning, such as you might want to be a nurse or a firefighter or somebody who's working in one of the shops, because they are also superheroes. So that's your first job, to choose who you want to be. I'll give you 10 seconds. Great, hopefully now you've picked someone, and if you need a little bit more time, then just pause the video until you've thought of yours. So, what we're going to do is, the first thing that I want you to do is think of your own 4 movements that are like that superhero. So, my superhero I'm going to be today is Catwoman, because I like how she creeps, but then she can be also quite fierce and vicious at times as well. Lots of different sides. So I'm going to think of 4 Catwoman moves. I'll show you an example. So my first movement is like this. I go wow, and I'm showing my cat claws. And then my second movement is I'm going to imagine that I'm stroking my whiskers and go like this. So that's my first 2, but we need to think of 4. So what I'd like you to do now is pause the video and think of your 4 superhero movements. At this point, you don't need to link them together. They can just be 4 completely separate movements like your superhero. Great, and then play the video when you've got those. Great, so now you should have your 4 superhero movements. So what we're going to do is we are going to link those movements together by using 4 movements from the dance that we've just learned. So I will show you how to go about this. So as I said before, my first movement is this, where I show my cat claws. But then to link it to my next movement, I need to think of one of the moves that we did in the dance just a few minutes ago. So I'm going to go into the punch to the side. So movement 1 for me now is going to be, and then movement 2 is my punch from the dance. And then from here, I can add on another one of my superhero moves. So I'm going to add on my whiskers and this move. So I've now added on 2. And then I can add on another move that we did in the dance. So I'm going to choose the handstand, the baby handstand that we did. So I've just done my whiskers and this, and I'm going to put my hands down and do the baby handstand. And then we're going to do that until we've got all of our 4 movements linked together. So in total, you're going to have 4 of your own superhero moves, and then in between those, 4 of the superhero dance moves that I taught you just a minute ago. And then we'll have our own superhero solo. And what you need to do now is pause the video and go away and make your own superhero dance, and then play the video again when you're ready to do it with me and with some music. And if you need to go back over those instructions, then just rewind the video. Great, can't wait to see. Fab. Hopefully now you've got your superhero dance and you're ready to perform it. So let's do it together. Absolutely amazing work today. Myself and Juliana have loved being superheroes from our own living rooms with you. I think that's so incredible that we can still get to dance together even though we're not in the same room. So yes, give yourself a massive pat on the back because today you've worked really, really hard and some of the movements were super challenging. So next week we will be joined by Dave, and myself and Dave are going to be bringing you the 3rd edition of our Saturday sessions. But until that point, there's lots of things that you can be involved with, such as our Challenge Tuesdays. Each Tuesday, we are launching a different challenge, and this is something that you can get involved with from your own home and then upload to Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, or even email us if you want to show us what you've created, and we'd absolutely love to see what you've come up with. Also, on Thursdays, we have our Theatre Thursdays, and this is where Company Chameleon are sharing our amazing dance works online so you can watch from the comfort of your own home, which is amazing. Before I go, I'd just like to say a big thank you to some fabulous musicians that have allowed us to use their music in today's session. So we have Scott Holmes and Scott Nice, who are from the Free Music Archive. We have Chameleon Dub and also Cowie, who are some amazing artists who have allowed us to use their songs, and they are referenced throughout the video, so if you want to go away and you find those songs, then you can find them on the video. But fantastic job again, and I look forward to dancing with you soon. Bye!